Hi there. This time I want to talk to you a little bit about inclusionism, and also somewhat about its opposite, exclusionism. Now, like all isms, these are a set of beliefs which human beings adopt, and a good shorthand way of describing a particular point of view. Whether or not they realize it, every human being in the world is more or less one or the other, an inclusionist or an exclusionist. So, what's the difference? Well, an inclusionist is a person who is very happy to live in a world with all kinds of other people around. An exclusionist wants to live in a world where everybody else thinks, believes, looks, acts exactly like him or her. An example of an exclusionist is an Islamic fundamentalist, a Taliban. That would be an exclusionist. But so would many of the folks who call themselves evangelical Christians. And a lot of American rich people are also exclusionists. Or they do realize that there are other kinds of people in the world, but they don't want to have anything to do with them. If you believe that anyone who does not look or act like you is subhuman in some way, or if you just want to make sure that in your life and your experience you do not encounter them, you are an exclusionist. But man, it's not all rich people either. A lot of American poor people are exclusionists too, because, well, they seem to be convinced that the world would be a better place if only they could get rid of all the people that don't look or think or behave or even talk just like they do. Well, let me tell you something. It wouldn't. Nah, I say that in part because I am an inclusionist. I love having all kinds of other people around. I don't think that I am better than them, but I don't think I'm worse either. I do think, honestly, that I am a wise, clever, good-looking, and altogether wonderful human being. But I sure wouldn't want everybody else to look and act and be or believe like me. It is the diversity of humanity that makes it all so much fun. And also, it wouldn't work. Simple example. I cannot have babies. But I am sure glad that I live in a world where there are women as well as men, because, well, I think babies are a good idea. Also, I was never very good at mathematics. But because I live in a world where there are people different from me, some of whom are good at mathematics, all this stuff, these devices that we are using to communicate right now, are made possible. I sure couldn't design them. Now, I may not believe that a particular God that you believe in is the actual God, or I may not believe that there is a God at all. But I am happy to live in a world where there are a lot of different humans believing in a lot of different gods and moral systems. It gives us the opportunity to learn from each other and to grow in our understanding of what God or non-God might be. Inclusionism makes life richer. It makes it more interesting. Exclusionism may make you feel a little bit more secure, but it's kind of barren, a limited kind of life. Also, there is a huge danger lurking in exclusionism. If everybody that I spoke to believed everything that I believe, I would start thinking that I had all the right answers, and life would hardly be worth living. As a matter of fact, I know for a fact that I do not have all the right answers. And one of the fascinating things about life is learning from others the possible alternative answers, and in the process, growing in my own understanding. Couldn't do that in an exclusionist world. So, that is what it means to be an inclusionist. I want to live in a world with a lot of different kinds of people who have got a lot of different kinds of beliefs and talents, proclivities, ideas, everything. I want to interact with other human beings, and I want to learn from them. Practically the only characteristic of other human beings with which I've got a problem is exclusionism. It's pretty simple. If we are happy to be in a world inhabited by each other, then we will get along. And if we are willing to respect each other and listen to each other, we might even learn to love each other. Hell, if we take this love stuff too far, we might even start treating other animals, plants, all aspects of Earth life as our cousins and our neighbors. But anyhow, I've kind of got off track there. I have found this little exclusionism, inclusionism paradigm kind of helpful, and well, I hope you do too. Maybe you want to check out some of my other videos. There's even one in which I explore the puzzling, at least to me, question of if inclusionism is such a wonderful thing, such a wonderful way to live, why are there so many exclusionists? Well, that and all of my other videos can be found on your friendly local neighborhood internet at www.daffwold.com. Thank y'all for your attention. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope you'll join me again sometime.